What is going on, my Agile comrades from all over the world? How are ya? Don't be shy. Pop a hi in the chat along with your location. Let us know where you're watching from today. I am in Denver, hanging out at my mom's house. So got the lovely dragons. Oh, and I guess we got Britney Spears going on as well. My sister is a big Britney Spears fan. There's probably some Agile consulting lessons to be learned from Britney Spears, but we're not here to talk about that today. Also rocking my cold-blooded shirt today, because I am cold-blooded. That's right. All right, so we got a hot off the press juicy message to share with you today. But, like a rock concert, is Britney Spears rock? I don't know. But like a rock concert, the more you scream, or in this case type, the wilder it gets. So start a keyboard mosh pit in the comments. Let us know that you're excited for today's message. All right, so our main dish today is, of course, a mouth-watering topic for all you Agile consultants out there. It's how to close more deals, right? Who wants a sales process so proven that it could win a Nobel Prize? Why do I say that? Well, I mean, when you've personally used it to close over $252,488 in contracted revenue in only 6 months, you tend to stop arguing with the validity of the process. It works. Once you put that process into place and, of course, master it in your business, essentially you become a client electromagnet, attracting customers who, not only value your expertise, but, they're ready to pour their wallets into your bank account at will. So, why are we talking about this topic today? Well, because every day I'm chatting with Agile coaches and consultants, as you probably are aware, and some of them are just wrestling with realistically, like, there's three pesky issues that I see, right? One, of course, being, building trust with prospects in a way that feels like you're trying to make friends with a cat. It's tricky, it's full of potential scratches. Meow. No one wants that. Issue number two is they're trying to position themselves as experts, but they just end up looking like they're selling snake oil. No one wants to deal with that either. And then, of course, pesky issue number three, handling objections is about as pleasant as juggling cacti. Yes, that's right, I said cacti. That is the plural version of cactus. My favorite cactus, of course, being aloe, followed very closely by dragon fruit. Right? He agrees. All right. So, these Agile coaches and consultants, they've had some wins here and there, but they know they need more, right? More consistency, more conversions, more cash flow to fuel growth, right? You want your growth to be like a rocket who thinks the launch sequence countdown is the actual race, and man, is it winning, right? So, before we join forces, many of my clients would confess that they've tried every trick in the book. Sales tactics that they read in books. They would sometimes go to seminars. I think one of them has even tried to summon the spirit of Zig Ziglar, which, if you've heard of that name, you might be on the old side. Not gonna lie. But here's the thing, like they kept getting more no's than, a parent of a 2-year-old, right? Then the rejections would pile up like dirty laundry, or, they'd get the kind and polite objections, like, I need to think about it some more, right? So they'd schedule a follow-up, and they'd never hear from that prospect ever again. And since they don't know how to respond to those kind of objections, their self-esteem would take a nosedive. And the cherry on the top of this not so delight cake is that it's costing them buckets of potential revenue because they're losing prospects faster than a leaky bucket loses water, right? Fix the holes in your bucket so it's not costing you buckets of revenue. And I think one of my clients had lost $500,000 in potential contracted revenue because of their inability to close deals before they started working with me. But here's the thing, just like you, they all dream of a world where, they're not just closing deals, but slam dunking them. Type an S in the chat if you want to slam dunk your deals. And here's the thing, we all know it's possible. The data does not lie. Look at Deloitte, 59.3 billion with a B, $59.3 billion last year during a recession. So let me ask you, is Agile dead? Not any more than a zombie's quest for a wrinkle-free complexion. So if you're an Agile consultant or coach and your sales process is feeling more like a hot mess than a well-oiled machine, then today we're going to be giving it a tune-up. Put a T in the chat if you're ready for a sales process tune-up. Who's ready to close more deals, build a fan club of clients, and rocket your business to strategic heights, stratospheric heights. Yes, higher than Elon Musk's rocket before it blew up, after it blew up. I guess, I don't know. Let's blow up your income. That's what we're here to blow up. Drop a bomb emoji in the chat if you're ready to blow up your income. All right, so, this problem is my bread and butter, right? And the reason why so many Agile consultants are struggling with sales, even though they've tried everything short of a rain dance, is because they're not addressing the real issue, right? They need a systematic, no-nonsense, proven sales process. So Agile consultants often trip over, I kind of see two banana peels that they trip over. One being they're not using go-karts to peel out. All right, that was a poorly landed Mario Kart joke. But anyway, so two ways. Way one, you're selling your services so hard, you can be mistaken for a late night infomercial. What happens when you do this is it often leads to a disconnect with your prospects. They're feeling sales resistance. When you create sales resistance in your prospects, they feel that and they turn off. The walls come up. You want to get past those walls. They're probably kind of already coming with walls, depending on how awful your marketing strategy is, right? Because they are synergistic. Not gonna lie, I've seen some really trashy marketing going on in not just the Agile consulting world, but also Agile training and things like that. So just be cautious there. There's way better ways than what most people are doing. And so, when you have that in place, it leads to a disconnect with your prospects, and that results in more rejections than a bad actor at auditions. I'm not gonna lie. All right, way two that Agile coaches get tripped up is you're handling objections about as well as a cat handles a bath, right? And you're causing mistrust, missed opportunities, which is why you're still losing potential clients. If you have anything short of a 100% close rate, there is room for improvement. And when you work with someone who has closed every person that comes across their path over the last 6 months, that's when you know that you've got it. So fear not, when you have a step-by-step plan that's been battle tested for Trojan horses, you'll start closing more deals like a pro. No more scrambling, just smooth sailing. I can't tell you how many times it has gone so smoothly. There was no objections at the end. So are you ready for the secret sauce? All right. Put an S in the chat if you want to see my seal the deal selling framework. Cool, here it is. Step 1, build rapport. You have to become like the Sherlock Holmes of your prospect's needs. I can't tell you how many times I've listened to a sales conversation between, a coach and a prospect who needs their help. And that coach can't actually extract what the real need is. No wonder they're getting objections at the end. They haven't got the real need. Step 2, position yourself as the trusted authority. Show them you're more than just a salesperson. In fact, you shouldn't even feel like a salesperson to them. They shouldn't even feel like they're on a sales call, right? Be the coach. Coach it out of them, right? If you're so good at coaching, it shouldn't be this hard. But a person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. I'm going to say that again because it's important. Write this down. A person convinced against their will is of the same opinion still. So when you haven't gotten the true need, and especially if you haven't positioned yourself as a trustworthy authority, there's nothing you can say or do that's truly convincing them to work with you. It has to come out of them. They need to see you as the Gandalf to their Frodo, an expert guide. Put a 1 in the chat if this is making sense. All right, step 3, master the art of handling objections. Yeah, that's going to require practice. A Jedi doesn't become great by just reading the book. You got to practice this stuff. You need a container where you can practice. You need a feedback loop where someone else can see the mistakes that you're making and has the prowess to coach you through those so that you can become powerful. And then step 4, close the deal powerfully. Apply empowerment strategies. Strategies so powerful that they should come with a cape. All right, if you want to close deals faster than a cheetah on a sugar rush, like I can, you must learn how to craft and master a sales process that's as reliable as Grandma's secret recipes. Those things withstand the test of time. If you know, you know. And so when you cook up this winning formula, you create a strong bond with your prospects, transforming you into a trusted expert and finally obliterating that pesky sales struggle that you've been wrestling with. Put an M in the chat if this is making sense. Cool. So as I start to wrap up today's episode on sales mastery, I've got an irresistible offer for just one of you. Just one this week. Because I'm on vacation. I love you guys. Happy to show up for you. But I'm on vacation. So I'm just going to go through this for one of you. It's a 90 minutes to unleashing your inner sales superstar complimentary consult. Cape not included. You'll have to buy your own. But like all executive exclusive clubs, right, there is this sort of dress code, right? So I have 3 qualifications. You must meet these qualifications. Qualifier 1. You're grappling with sales challenges that would make a seasoned superhero sweat. 2. You're in the right situation. You have prospects, right? You are hopping on calls, but they're slipping through your fingers. And qualifier 3, you're ready to make the changes necessary to go from sales joker to sales Jedi. I'm not judging you. Jokers are cool and all, but I want you to be a Jedi. So this is a complimentary opportunity to chat with me, to map out your path to closing deals like you were born to do it, building rock solid rapport with your clients, and handling objections like a pro dodgeball player. So if you want to hang out with me for 90 minutes or so, just text DEAL to 407-809-8499 and I'll arrange a time to consult, to connect with our complimentary consult. Probably going to be next week. Let me in my vacation. But buckle up because your sales process is about to go on a wild ride. Can you handle it? All right, friends, that's all I got for you today. I think we're about to head out to Estes Park. So, again, comment deal in the chat and I'll deal you in. We'll be in touch. The phone number, I'll put it in the chat before we leave in case you missed it. But text the word deal to 407-809-8499 to get your complimentary consult. All right, ciao.